students, welcome to Dr. Deepa Darke's NEET Biology, and in today's session we continue with the next topic of sexual reproduction in flowering plant. And in today's session we discuss about how does the male gametophyte develop from a single pollen grain. So let's begin with the session. Male gametophyte development, mainly we study what is male gametophyte. First thing you remember, development. Male gametophyte means, you remember, the body or the gametophytic tissue which is responsible for the development of gamete or production of male gamete. That tissue is called as male gametophyte, or the structure is called male gametophyte. First thing you clear. Now from where this male gametophyte develop in flowering plant? So here you remember, in last session we study about the structure of pollen grain. So pollen grain, you remember, pollen grain is the first stage of male gametophyte development. This part you remember. After that, when male gametophyte develop from pollen grain, then divisions are proceed. So what kind of division? So here you remember, the haploid pollen grain will undergoes in division and will result in male gametophyte. Originally male gametophyte means, you remember, germinating pollen with two male gamete in pollen tube. This structure is actually called as male gametophyte. First thing you remember. Now when pollen is developed in male gametophyte, this male gametophyte is also a haploid structure, and because of that, simply you remember a type of division if sometimes asked. So you remember what kind of division lead to male gametophyte development? Mitosis division, you remember. Mitosis division is responsible for the development of male gametophyte. Now we come towards the mechanism or the process by which male gametophyte is developed. Initially you see the pollen grain, as we discussed in our last session. The pollen grain show the two walls. Outer wall is exine and inner wall is intine. Outer exine show the spiny outgrowth. Now is it clear to all? So this is exine. One time again I label here. And the innermost layer is of pectocellulose, which is called as intine, and inside that a nucleus is present. Now initially vacuoles are completely absent and cytoplasm is homogeneously distributed. This is the, you can say, microspore or you can say pollen grain. So here this is a pollen grain. Now when the development begins or the development of male gametophyte start, at that time you remember the vacuoles are appeared in the cytoplasm. As these vacuoles start to appear in cytoplasm, it indicate, vacuoles you remember indicate beginning of male gametophyte development. So this part you remember, the male gametophyte development is begins. ये किसके थ्रू प्रूव हो रहा है? It is proved by or indicated by the formation of vacuoles. Now here you remember, once this development is begins, after that you remember the nucleus, pollen nucleus basically. Nucleus is divided and nuclear division is proceed by cytokinesis. But the important feature you remember here, the cytokinesis is uneven or abnormal cytokinesis. So here you remember uneven cytokinesis or abnormal cytokinesis is take place, and because of that two uneven cells are produced. So uneven, you remember, abnormal or uneven cytokinesis result in production of two cells. Upper larger cell is there. This upper larger cell, you remember, the upper larger cell is called as, here you remember, the upper larger cell is called as antheridial cell, or it is called as in NCERT, the term is provided vegetative cell. So antheridial cell, or it is called vegetative cell, and the lower small cell, you remember, lower smaller cell, it's called as, mainly it is called as generative cell. So this part you remember, when the same pollen grain undergoes in division and show this stage, at this stage you remember, now the simple, both the walls we draw simply, and first the nuclear division is take place, and then after cytokinesis is resulted. Now the cytokinesis is uneven, because of that you remember the two cell, the smaller cell is called as generative cell, and the upper cell, so vacuoles, mostly you remember the vacuoles are predominantly present, as well as the most of the cytoplasm is present in upper cell. This upper cell is called as larger cell, and it is called as vegetative cell. Okay. Now, how many cells are present in matured pollen grain? So this question you remember, or the students who are preparing for board exam, those students prepare this diagram for the structure of matured pollen grain. You go through the last year board question papers. So this question is generally asked for the 2 marks, that draw well-labeled diagram of a matured pollen grain. And most of the time the students draw this diagram for the pollen grain का जो actual diagram है, that they draw for the matured pollen grain. But this is not the diagram of matured pollen grain. This is the free and fresh pollen grain which is releases from the microsporangium. When the division is proceed, and after division 2 cell stage of the pollen grain, this 2 cell stage of the pollen grain with vegetative cell and generative cell, this is called as matured pollen grain. So you go through the NCERT. NCERT clearly states matured pollen grain is made up of vegetative cell and generative cell. Now, and this is, you remember, this is the 2 cell stage of the pollen grain. Now what is happening? 2 different stages we will study for the pollen grain, 2 cell stage and 3 cell stage. So first we discuss about the 2 cell stage, later we come towards the 3 cell stage. So 2 cell stage ये आप लोगों को clear है. 2 cell stage का meaning क्या हो गया आपका? The upper vegetative cell and lower generative cell. If question is asked कि maximum cytoplasm and vacuoles are present with, कहाँ पर present है ये? They are present with the vegetative cell. ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे याद रखिए, this is, you remember again, this is the 2 cell stage. What are the 2 cells? This part you also remember. And nearly one of the most important statement in angiosperm, 60 to 65% angiosperm show pollination at 2 cell stage. That means when pollen grains are present at this stage, then only the pollination is take place. Upon pollination, you remember, the pollen grain reaches to stigma, and then this pollen grain produces one pollen tube. Now you remember, the pollen tube is produces, कहाँ से produce होगा pollen tube? The pollen tube, you remember, pollen tube is produces from the germ pore or the weak area of the pollen grain. So pollen tube is produces, the vegetative nucleus remain inside the body of pollen grain, and the generative nucleus, you remember, the nucleus of the generative cell is called as generative nucleus. This generative nucleus is enter in pollen tube. So when two cell stage undergoes in germination, so here you remember, generative nucleus enter in pollen tube and divide. Again division, you remember, mitosis type, divide to produce two male gametes. So here this generative cell divide, and upon division it is produces a two male gamete. This part you remember. Now this is the structure of matured male gametophyte. So as such, separate male gametophyte are not there. Germinating pollen grain पहले ही कहाँ है? Germinating pollen grain is called as male gametophyte. And secondly, how many nuclei are present in male gametophyte? So here you remember, the male gametophyte is consists of 3 nuclei. How? So 2 nuclei, you remember, of male gametes and 1 nucleus of vegetative cell. So this part you remember. So total 3 most important question is this: how many nuclei in angiosperm male gametophyte is made up of how many nuclei? So 3 nuclei you remember for that, and whether the male gametes are motile or non-motile. So here you remember these 2 male gametes. These 2 male gametes always non-motile. That part clearly mentioned in NCERT, so that you also remember. First chapter में दिया हुआ है when we study about the gametogenesis paragraph. So in first chapter of NCERT it is provided. In angiosperm and gymnosperm, male gametes are non-motile, and therefore this pollen tube is responsible to bring these male gametes towards the female gametophyte. So this much you remember. This we study for the 2 cell stage of the pollen grain. Now what about the rest of 35 to 40% plants? In rest of the plant where the 2 cell stage is absent, pollen grain कितने stage पे आ रहे हैं? 3 cell stage. Pollination is at 3 cell stage of pollen grain. So now what is 3 cell stage of pollen grain? So 3 cell stage means, you remember, when the generative cell itself divided inside the pollen grain. So already आप study कर चुके हैं. This is the 2 cell stage of the pollen grain. That is, this is vegetative cell. Diagrams are very important for this chapter. So you make a habit to draw the diagram every time, because without diagram you can't score marks in biology. And this is the generative cell. Now what is happening? You already study कर चुके हैं. 3 cell stage का meaning क्या होगा? This generative cell itself divided inside the pollen grain, and it will form the 2 male gametes. So only this is the one minute difference. Here the male gametes are formed inside the pollen tube. Here the male gamete itself formed inside the pollen grain. Then after pollination is take place, and upon pollination, when the pollen tube is developed, so the male gametes are enter inside the pollen tube. So at the end आप याद रखिएगा यहाँ पे क्या होगा, structure is similar with the same that we study in 2 cell stage, but only one difference यहाँ पे generative cell, here you remember generative cell enter inside the pollen tube, but here the 2 male gametes are enter inside the pollen tube, and then after they reaches to the ovule or towards the female gametophyte embryo sac. So that we study in our next sessions when we study about the structure of ovule and structure of female gametophyte. So this part you remember for the development of male gametophyte, that how does the development of male gametophyte proceed in angiosperm. So I think it is clear to all that what is the first stage of male gametophyte development. So you remember pollen grain is the first stage. Okay, initially when pollen grain is developed, it is only a single nucleated and single cell stage, but when it undergoes in maturation or in male gametophyte development, so how one can recognize under microscope that the development of gametophyte begins? So only by observing vacuoles. Once the vacuoles start to appear in cytoplasm of pollen grain, then we came to know that the pollen grain start the development of male gametophyte. After that क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे, the division याद रखिएगा ऑब्जेक्टिव के लिए. Abnormal cytokinesis का मीनिंग है cell wall is not exactly laid down in the center, it is somewhat away from the center, and because of that one of the smaller and one of the larger cell is formed. Smaller lower cell is always called generative cell. This is the 2 cell stage of pollen grain. When pollen grain shedded at 2 cell stage, so the male gametes are formed inside the pollen tube. When pollen grain shedded at 3 cell stage, so generative cell itself divided inside the pollen grain, and then the male gametes are enter in a pollen tube. So this much you remember for the development of male gametophyte. Now in short, one time we discuss whatever we study about the male reproductive organ in last 3 sessions. That in first we study about the structure of stamen and androecium. In second session we study about how does the development of microspores take place और microsporogenesis के लिए आपने study किया था. And today we study about the male gametophyte development. So let's summarize the entire structure related with the male reproductive organ. As we studied in our first sessions, the male reproductive organ is androecium. Androecium is consist of stamen, and stamen you remember it is made up of anther and filament. Okay, quite speed थोड़ा ज़्यादा होगी क्योंकि revise कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे. Now when we study about the structure of anther, so in the structure of anther we study about anther mainly आपका है anther is dithecous. Secondly you remember anther आपका है bilobed structure, and third the anther is tetrasporangiate structure. These terms you remember for the true and false type of questions regarding the anther. Anther, the 4 layer wall is there. So these 3 layer and the 4th layer is itself present around the microsporangium. So that is called as tapetum. 2 lobes are there. In every lobe 2 microsporangiums, so total 4 microsporangiums are present. Tapetum you remember one of the most important layer of the anther wall, and tapetum is a polyploid and multinucleate layer. Now after that we come towards the microsporogenesis. So microsporogenesis आप study करते हैं. Microsporogenesis is the process which is take place inside the microsporangium, and microsporogenesis means the process of production of haploid microspore from diploid microspore mother cell by the meiosis division or reduction division. तो यहाँ पे माइक्रोस्पोरोजेनेसिस में यहाँ पर याद रखिए, दिस इज द माइक्रोस्पोर मदर सेल This microspore mother cell is diploid. It undergoes in meiosis 1. As you all are knowing, meiosis is completed in 2 stages. So 2 microspores, haploid cells are formed. Both the cells individually enters in meiosis 2, and upon that they will lead to the formation of tetrad of microspore. Microsporogenesis either take place by successive division, every nuclear division followed by cell wall formation, or microsporogenesis initially take place by nuclear division and then it lead to the cell wall formation. So this part you remember, tetrad of microspore is formed. Microspores all are haploid. This is the isobilateral tetrad. Commonly this kind of structures are also there. This is called as one of the most common tetrad, tetrahedral tetrad. Now this structure mostly you observe in NCERT in this form, that the 3 microsporangiums are attached, microspores are attached together. So this structure is simply shown in this way. Now the tetrad of microspores attached together by callus that we study in the structure of anther wall. When the tetrad of microspore releases from the anther, the release of microspore from the anther is called as dehiscence. Upon dehiscence, all these 4 microspore get separated from each other, and this individual microspore now called as pollen grain. ये सब आपने पढ़ा है, quite detail में पढ़ा है, but in short I explain here that how does the events are sequentially take place in angiosperm. So this isolated microspore is called as pollen grain, and this pollen grain now enter in male gametophyte development. Sometimes these pollen grain are responsible for pollen allergies. So hay fever and bronchitis, you remember. When you study about pollen grain, you also remember the pollen grain of pinus are winged pollen grain. Exceptional condition है winged pollen grain. Recently 2-3 years में question आपको NEET में मिलेगा. The winged pollen grain. So winged pollen grain you remember are present in one gymnosperm, that is the pinus. So that part you remember. Pollen grain study कर चुके हैं. They are the source of nutrients because they are rich in sucrose. So they can be used as a pollen tablet, pollen syrup, and predominantly used by the used for the horses as well as for the athletes के through भी वो use होते हैं as a source of energy. Pollen के storage के लिए आपने पढ़ा है cryopreservation method we use, in which -196 degrees Celsius temperature used for the storage of pollen grain. So this part you remember very well. One branch of the science is there that is called palynology. So palynology you remember is a branch of science in which the study is totally deals with the structure of pollen grain, collection of pollen grain and the storage of pollen grain. So this much you remember for the pollen grain, and after that the pollen grain become a male gametophyte. So that ये आज ही हम लोगों ने अभी study किया है कि how does the male gametophytes are developed from a single haploid pollen grain. So this is all about the development of male gametophyte, that is one reproductive organ of the flower. We completed today. From next session we will begin with the female reproductive organ gynoecium. Over there also in the same way we study. First we study about the structure and types of ovule. Then we come towards the megasporogenesis and the development of female gametophyte. तो चैनल के साथ कनेक्ट रहना है. So again come towards the formality session, that stay connected with Dr. Deepa Darkes Biology. The new students and your friends, if they can't bear the coaching stress, so in that condition आप उनको suggest कर सकते हैं. They can join my channel. So in that way also you help them, because society में अगर हम कहीं ना किसी फॉर्म में कैपेबल है तो हमेशा याद रखिए कि अपने को किसी न किसी फॉर्म में कुछ लोगों की हेल्प करते रहना चाहिए. तो उनको एटलीस्ट आप सजेस्ट तो कर ही सकते हैं. So in that way, you like my video, subscribe my channel, and have any doubts and queries regarding this chapter, any another chapter, class 11th conceptual topics. So you feel free to discuss with those topics with me. And by that time, you stay motivated, stay blessed, and work hard.